Cutie Pie, you listen to me because I give very high value information and content, and I'm here to tell you that I can sniff a new narrative coming, and it's real world assets. I'm going to make more videos, introduce you to them, but I'm still on the fence because there aren't a lot of great tokens where I can say, yes, this will definitely go up. But we are going to wait and see what the Bitcoin halving year brings. I always show you context, okay? You know what? I've got to tell you right now, because interest rates are high, we don't have much use case for crypto for the low-hanging fruit. If interest rates could go back down to like 3%, 2 to 3%, then we could make a case where getting 4, 5, 6% is great in crypto. But if crypto has to offer 8, 9, 10% everywhere, you know it's unsustainable. So we might be jumping the gun a bit, but it doesn't mean we give up on this because, you know, even more context here for you. Thank you very much, friends. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. I'm here to bring you the juicy information. In every crypto cycle, in the Bitcoin halving year is the birth of a new narrative. In 2012, we had Litecoin, Bitcoin, we had this store of value thing appear. It was very new. No one could read the scenario, but that's all the type of things that were happening. Then in 2016, we had Ethereum. Ethereum allowed the birth, the garden, the forest of altcoins, ERC20s to be launched, any project. And we got an enormous gargantuan pump, all right? Then in 2020, we had another innovation, DeFi. With DeFi, it wasn't just one coin now. It started off with Compound. They allowed you to basically borrow, they had minted the coin and the market went nuts. But what we really had was the infrastructure of Uniswap, which is the DEX. You know, now we might use PulseX or PancakeSwap, right? So the DEX, it all started from Uniswap. And also Chainlink existed as well, which allowed the protocols to talk to each other. So it's not just tokens swapping with each other. It's tokens linked to a protocol which talks to an oracle and allows different information sets to be consistent and valid. So now you can allow borrowing, lending, and all this other stuff. You're basically replacing a bank. You're being a better Microsoft Excel sheet. What comes in 2024? I don't know. Will there even be anything in 2024? That's what we don't know. You see, each of these innovations brought a big alt season. We don't know. We're not even guaranteed to get one. But if we do get one, we might have a chance to get in. Because with DeFi, you needed to smell and sniff. You needed to really know that it was being built at the end of 2019 so you could get in and make some big returns. For example, here is Synthetix. You see, this is a log chart, but let's put it on a linear chart. So Synthetix, for example, leading one of the packs in the DeFi, when we had the end of 2019, yeah, it had gone up, okay? It went up and it didn't look like it was too cheap. You're like, oh man, you're up 7x from the low and you come back down. But even if you bought it up here at the beginning of 2020, even if you bought it, look how high you went in the DeFi season of 2020, right? And by the end of the year, you're up like a 6x on here. But this is where it goes even bigger because not only were you up a 6x, it went to the very, very top for you. It went and it touched 23x. Now, I'm telling you, this wasn't even the low. Synthetix went higher than that. If you really want to know from the very, very low, yeah, Synthetix went huge, 712x. But this is in 2019. This is the bear market. So you're taking a risk here. There's so many coins, we don't know which one's going to be the winner. That's why I'm here to tell you, if you go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, there's actually a section here. You can type in real world assets, RWA, and there is a chance that we might be able to find some gems here. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the big market cap ones like Maker MKR is a real world asset because they got treasuries. I think they use them with DAI. They're going to use the income to buy up the coin. I don't know how high that can actually push things, friends. We need like proper innovation. So what these coins are doing, this is why I'm not too hung up on it, but what they do is they get fiat, okay? And then they go, hey, let's go buy treasuries, that's US government bonds, and then they'll pay us income, okay, which is just dollars again. And then, you know, they'll pay us like, you know, a smaller amount of dollars. And in this small amount of dollars, we'll use that to go buy a poop coin. Like, that's not innovation, right? It's, you put money with the US Treasury, they're giving you the inflation from fiat and you're coming and buying a poop coin. So where can you really go with this? Me and you can't get access to an open canvas of a garden or of any sort because the system relies on you having regulation, licenses, and you've got to be able to have a proper relationship with a broker that can actually get the treasuries. And you need huge amount of money. You need 50 million, 100 million, hundreds of million, billions of dollars just to get the yield. So I can already see, I'm very skeptical on this, but there's still a chance. I mean, it might be the best thing we can have a look at. Now, there are all these coins here, about 40. Don't go just buying any of these, but there are some names here that look good. Okay, so Swarm, maybe it's good. I think they have some German license. I think they rallied up a bit. 5 million market cap. There's also another one. Maple, I've heard this name, but you see, I don't know all the ins and outs of the coins. See, look at this, friends. For example, Maple has 46 million market cap, only doing 400,000 volume here that's recorded here. Centrifuge, I've heard the name. It's only doing 182,000 and they've been minting coins. So it's not the greatest, you know what I mean? It's not the greatest. So we might be able to find some, but at least we have a chance, okay? At least we have a chance, but don't just go jumping into everything, okay? So real world assets, I'm here to tell you, I can sniff a sector, but we might be a bit too early. Maybe someone innovates next year, but at least we're ready, right? That's what's most important. So real world assets, right? It's going to be a great crypto sector. It will bring money in, but they aren't an open canvas poop coin casino. That's what we really need. We need an open canvas. We need anybody to do anything and have some sort of expression. See, with Uniswap, anybody can launch a coin. There was a renaissance period at the start. Now it's just a scam fest, but we want to be there for the beginning part. That's when the lowest hanging fruit is there. So I show you here, right? Ethereum allowed ERC20 season in 2017. So anybody could go launch any coin back then. That was fantastic, right? Well, fantastic if you bought and sold. Not fantastic if you unfortunately held and you got scammed at everybody else. Then Uniswap came. Now we have the poop coin seasons of 2020. People are still launching poop coins, right? So the low hanging fruit, yes, it's getting eaten away, but we just have to try to be ahead of the crowd in the next one. And even Mr. Zionist Bassa has said, tokenization of real world assets. Yes, that's what they're doing, right? So it's like putting real estate or a house on the blockchain. I know you think it sounds exciting, but it actually is not. And there's a lot of grifts and scams. So what we can actually do is if you go to DeFiLLama.com, we can go to the categories section and you can actually find real world assets. You can see it's got about 970 million in here. So you might see, why don't we just go to the big ones? The problem is you can't innovate on them anymore. There's too many smart people fighting for breadcrumbs. And we think that the protocols are basically done. So liquid staking already has 107 protocols. Like, you basically lock up your ETH and they give you the yield and it's 4%. Like, are you going to go crazy for 4% on your Ethereum? No, you're not. Like, and how high is Ethereum going to go? It's not going to do like a 30x from here. It's only going to do like a 3 or 4x, right? So if your clip size is 700,000, well, that's good. But most people aren't. I know most of you guys aren't. So it's not that exciting. Well, what about lending? And what about DEXs? They've already been done before. I mean, like, fans, just look at this. There are 930 protocols of DEXs right now. That's how much Uniswap changed the game. But unfortunately, it's just copy-paste now fest. Lending, there's 275. So this is Aave taking the lead, but it's very hard for them to innovate. Well, how can you really innovate, right? Now there's bridges here, which is funny because Chainlink is going to take over that and hopefully continue it. You have services here, yield. I mean, that's funny, right? Yield 442. That's why you can see why when you have even, for example, Hex, Pulse Chain, PulseX, right? Take advantage of this yield, friends. Like, I'm just telling you right now, like, there's so many people, they're hungry for yield. They only keep making these protocols because people keep demanding. We want yield, more yield. We love the yield, okay? There's derivatives platforms coming on now. All of these have been done. And all of these, if you make a good idea, someone copy-pastes you. But with RWA, it's different. Why? Because nobody can copy-paste your connection to a broker who has $1 billion of treasuries that they want to put on the blockchain. You can't copy-paste that because that's a specific connection. It's actually centralized. So that's something to think about, right? So it doesn't mean we're all guaranteed. I mean, there's a lot of poop coins here. Which ones do we get, man? I don't know. I don't know. I can do research and find out, but do we even trust them, man? TrueFi. I think I used to have this, by the way. I used to have this. So all of these things, they pump and dump. We don't know what's going on. Climbing down. Absolutely do not touch that. But you get the point. You get the point. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Just keep an ear out for this. If you hear about this, please let me know. There's a lot of information here that we can share. And you can see that RWA is growing. They're going to try to put stocks, bonds, corporate debt, real estate. But it's not the real thing we're here for. The upside, the parabolic growth is the crypto side, right? This is just more like adding people onto the blockchain, okay? So think about this, okay? Real world assets. I'm hearing more and more about it. I'll present to you more videos. It will catapult the crypto industry, you know. You might even see one day using your car as collateral. Maybe you take your car to some service thing and they can give you crypto coins to do that. This is things in the future, man. It's not even really like right now. Me and you don't even care. We're like here for like, give me the poop coins. Give me the poop coins that are going to moon. That's actually what we're here for. And a lot of people would laugh, but no, that's how our mindset should be. Our mindset shouldn't be, let's buy this $400 million market cap thing. Maybe it goes up 3x, right? You know exactly what's up. And I even explain it here for you, right? So all the RWA asset options, they're actually poopy investments, right? So the competitive edge is in crypto assets, friends, not the boomer investments. And having access to the boomer poop will bring institutional money. They'll feel more comfortable to allocate to our bags. Okay, now I have a very juicy, cute Peppy riding an alligator here, crocodile, going around in the wild bush. So when you're looking at this, you can't think of it from a perspective of, well, is like, can we make money today? You can't, but we need the idea, because in DeFi season, friends, I remember when we all heard about it, because I was not familiar with altcoins back then, okay? When we all heard about it, it was too late. So I know this Bitcoin chart doesn't do it justice, but when I go back to Synthetix, it'll all make sense, okay? So Synthetix had gone up, up, up. This is what we're looking at. This is actually what we're looking at up here. So it was basically, actually, no, here it is. Here's September. This is the big one. So this is, look at this. Now it was too late, friends. Everybody went to the bottom. They went to the top. They're like, oh my God, you did 160x. It was over. So by the time all the YouTube influencers started shilling disgusting bags at the top to dump on us for Ethereum, it was too late. We thought DeFi was going to grow to trillions, but really it only grew to a couple of billion. It grew to like 20, 30, 50, 100 billion, because the use case was huge. And you can't look back and laugh. Interest rates were 0%, baby dolls. Yes, they were actually 0%, and they were doing QE. So like, we're like, okay, they're doing QE, it's 0% rates. Well, what are we waiting for then? Because DeFi is offering you yield. Everyone has to come in. What ended up happening was we were the top signal exit liquidity, getting excited because this move up, yeah, they still went up, but they underperformed against Ethereum. All the founders of these coins were dumping on us. So by the time you got that confirmation, it's too late. So who won the most? It was the insiders who were buying down here, who were ready for it. So this is the Bitcoin halving year, friends. So make sure you like, subscribe, bell button on. I'm going to keep you updated, friends. Don't forget who loves you. We're going to keep this together. Catch you in the next one.